Hey guys, Eric here, Mr. Fired Up Wealth, and I wanted to shoot just a really quick kind of impromptu video. I was having a discussion today with some of the administrators from the Fired Up Wealth group on the Facebook channel, and one of the things that was brought, to my attention is that I don't do a lot of discussion or videos on, financial literacy, how to save money. Obviously, that's a broad topic, and I wanted to give you kind of a foundation on that today, and then give you maybe 3 tips that can help you save quite a bit of money over your lifetime. So, I've always been somewhat of a frugal guy, but at the same time, I spend a lot of money. I'll take luxury vacations to Europe, and I did one last year to Australia, New Zealand. So I definitely like the work hard, play hard mentality, but I pick my battles. We don't eat out a lot and things like that. First and foremost, if you're new to investing, you should be, if you have a 401k at work, if there's a match, that's free money. So you want to make sure you're matching. What I would always say, in a perfect world, max your Roth IRA if you're qualified to contribute to a Roth IRA. Once that's maxed, it's 6,000 a year. Once that's maxed, then you can put in as much as you can to your 401k up into the employer match. So sometimes it'll be a 5% match on the first 5%, or there's, depending on the employer, there's a lot of different ways they do it. Try to get that because it's free money. And once you've done that, if you're trying to do financial independence, retire early, you probably want to put money in a taxable account because you're going to need to be able to withdraw it before retirement. And if it's in a Roth or even a 401k, usually you're not touching that till you're 59 and a half or older. So if you're planning on retiring at 45 or something, you're going to need a way to pay for those bills. So when I do my top holdings and I go through my portfolio and things like that, everything I'm showing you is in the taxable account. And so if fire is on your radar, that's something, that you should definitely be contributing to as well. Now, what I'm going to get into next are 3 tips on how you can save money over a lifetime. And this can apply to anybody, whether you're into the fire movement or not. The first I would say is these are going to seem self-explanatory to me, but they might not be to everybody. So if you're already on board with this and you're doing it, listen anyway and congratulate yourself for doing what I would say is the right thing. First and foremost is buy in bulk. Now that can be challenging if you're a bachelor, if you're single, but even my wife and I, we were married for 10, 11 years before we even had kids, and we would buy in bulk. There's certain things that don't go bad, toilet paper, condiments like ketchup, I don't know what you're into, what you eat. Ketchup, I don't think anybody eats that anymore. It's what Kraft Heinz keeps going down. But, any kind of staples. So you can go to Costco. Costco is one of my favorites. And you buy toothpaste there. You buy razors there. In fact, I bought razors on sale at Costco. And they were, something ridiculous like a 35% off sale. And I can't remember how many I bought, but it ended up lasting me 3 years. And you say, well, some people say they get dull, whatever. They don't. And it's probably not the best example because I haven't shaved today. So you're probably like, yeah, that's why you look like a hillbilly. But buying in bulk can really make a big difference. And you got to be careful when you're shopping too, because not everything is necessarily cheaper at Costco. So just because it's at Costco, it's not always going to be a lot cheaper. You have to kind of, do a little bit of work. And another way, if you're going to a regular grocery store, use coupons. It might seem straightforward, but how many people actually cut coupons and take them in? Not that many. And it can save you a lot of money. I don't know if you ever watched, there used to be a TV show like Coupon Wars. I don't remember what it was called, but you try to basically get everything for free or next to nothing with coupons. It really can add up. So take advantage of coupons. Another one, and again, this is self-explanatory to me, is don't eat out. We don't eat out very much. And when you do, it's expensive. I mean, you can't really eat out for very inexpensive, especially if you have a wife and kids. Even if we go to a fast serve type restaurant, it's going to be $30-$40, but most of the time if you go to even like a Buffalo Wild Wings or something, if you have one beer, it's a $75 check. So that adds up. You do that, once a week, and now all of a sudden, boom, you got $300-400 that you could have used to invest. So it's important to have fun and pick your battles. Another idea is if you have to eat out, don't try not to drink a lot of alcohol. Take advantage of happy hours. I'm the kind of guy, I have money, but I still won't, oftentimes I won't even go to a bar unless it's happy hour from 3 to 6 or something, because that's just how I am. It's in my DNA. And, there's different levels of frugality. There's different ways to do it. Look at Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is a billionaire, and he lives in the same house that he's lived in for, I can't remember how many years, but it's a nice house, but it's not a crazy expensive house. He could afford way more. He lives way beyond or below his means. Do not live beyond your means, live below your means. He drives a Buick, nothing wrong with a Buick, but he could be driving whatever car he wanted. He has all the money in the world. So you've got to pick your level of frugality and make a decision on what's more important, having the nice car now, or, having a comfortable retirement later, or maybe even retiring a little bit earlier and enjoying life a little bit more. Because I can tell you, as a 40-year-old guy, I've bought things that I regret. And even though I'm frugal, I've bought things I regret. So people that like to spend, I know that they've bought more things than they can even remember that are worth nothing now. I mean, I've always been into technology. Think of every phone, every video game, every, console, every Alienware computer that I've bought. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars. And yeah, I had fun and I enjoyed it, but you have to pick your battles. And maybe instead of buying, 5 video games a year, you buy 2, or you use a rental service. There's ways you got to think outside the box. And thinking of kind of speaking on that same terms, is one thing I've always done is I've negotiated my rates from everything. From if I am going to buy something, especially like a car, you have to be a good negotiator. Buy a used car or whatever. But more importantly, I think is, if you look at like your satellite and your phone bill, now more and more people are cutting the cord. So if you've got, Netflix, they're probably not going to negotiate from $15 to $10 a month. But if you have a cable service, like even cable internet, most people have cable internet. Like I have a 1 gig service, and we negotiated from $120 a month to $75 a month for 12 months. When that 12 months gets up, I call back, I threaten to leave again, and I negotiate another deal. And I also have DirecTV, and I've done that for years and years. And they pretty much know when I call that it's going to be, asking for a deal, but I still get it. And I have DirecTV because of Sunday Ticket. But again, cable internet's probably the biggest one, and then cell phones. A lot of people don't realize it, but you can negotiate not almost anything, but you can negotiate a lot more than you think. So if you call up AT&T or Verizon right now and threaten to go to a competitor and give them a good story, they'll usually give you a deal. They might make you sign a 1 or 2 year contract, but they'll give you $20 off a month, or, AT&T will give you free HBO. They've done that for a lot of people, where they'll give you free HBO for life and things like that. So be smart about your money, about where you're spending your money, about how where you buy, how you negotiate, things like that. I hope this helps. Just a quick little video. It might sound like common sense to some people, and to others, it could be eye-opening. So I'll try to do more like this, kind of mix it in to the video shuffle. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Bottom right-hand corner. It's always opposite on this camera. So you see me pointing this way, and it's the wrong direction because it's backwards with this camera. So the bottom right's over there. There's going to be a subscribe button. Click that. Also join us on Facebook. We've got a Fired Up Wealth page, and then we have a private group, so you can apply to that. But thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.